Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the spiral ribbed storage jar with lid from Resin Molds box. The mold says it holds 5.2 ounces and I am going to try something I haven't tried before. I have my Let's resin already mixed up and I'm going to separate it into 2 cups. I want to make up a little bit of black with the black pigment paste. So I'm going to get a little bit of that squeezed into this cup. If I can get it to come down, look, I'll give it a good squeeze. That looks like it should be enough. So with my other cup, I am just going to get some white pigment paste, and I am going to be using the Satori White from Eye Candy. So I'm going to stir that up in the jar because you want to make sure it's not settled at the bottom. Make sure it's mixed really good. Give it a little bit of a stir. Get some on the end of my stick and put that in the cup. And that should be enough. So I'll get that all mixed in there. That looks pretty good. So now I will get my black pigment paste all mixed up. Get that taken care of. And I'm going to try something I haven't done before. I am going to just drizzle the black into the white and run my stick through it. Give it a little swirl and try for a marbling effect. I'm hoping that this kind of looks like granite, maybe. So I'm just going to grab the mold and get that out of its package. And it is the spiral rib storage jar with the lid from Resin Molds box. And I have a discount code down in the description if you want to get your hands on this mold or the subscription box. I really like the subscription box because you never know what you're getting, and they cram so much stuff into that box. I don't know how they do it, but it's a really good value. So, alright, I have sprayed my mold with the isopropyl alcohol, and now I am just going to take a little bit of my black pigment paste and put it into my white pigment paste cup. Now, I've never done this, so this could be a disaster or it could be a masterpiece. We'll have to wait and find out. So I drizzle a little bit in, and then I'm just going to give it a light stir. I don't know if that helps or hinders, but we're going to find out. As I'm pouring it, I like the pattern that it's showing as it's coming out of the cup. I doubt it'll stay that way. I'm just hoping it doesn't turn into a gray mess of a jar. I'm going to add a little bit more of my black. As my white seems to be losing the black, I'm going to keep adding black in and giving it just a slight stir. Hopefully I'm doing this right. It seems to be doing what I thought it would do, so that's good. I'm going to continue pouring. I didn't squeeze the bottom. I wonder if that's a mistake. I didn't think I should because I didn't want to mess up the pattern that might be forming and make it merge together into a gray blobby mess. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Keep pouring. I'm going to turn my cup a little bit to try to get the variation in the gray, not gray, we don't want gray. A little gray is okay. But a little variation in the white and the black. I'll pour some more black in there. give it a little stir. Not too much. It is starting to turn gray in my cup. So I think it's going to be inevitable that I get gray. But see how it pours out like that? That's the pattern I want to keep throughout. I don't know if it'll happen. All right, we are getting to the top. I want to get a little bit of a dome on there. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it might be gray. It might turn, oops, I'm going over. I overpoured. I gotta scoop some of this off of there. It's running down the sides. I definitely would call this one domed. All right, so we had just a little mishap. Nothing major. It could have been a lot worse. Get that all cleaned up. I'm going to spray my lid and try to get underneath those. Now, this lid has little parts that stick out, little knobby things all around the edges. So if I'm going to get bubbles, that's where they're going to be. Hopefully there isn't going to be too many issues with those scalloped edges. Now I'm noticing that I do not have enough white. So I'm going to pour what I have into the lid, and I'm going to make up just the tiniest little bit of white so I can mix more black into it, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'll also put it into a small little Dixie cup. That way I'm not mixing it into a gray mess that's already formed in that cup. So I'm going to pour a little bit of my black into the white, give it a swirl again. Sorry, it's a little bit off camera there. And we're going to just fill up this lid. It seems to look pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit more gray than I would want. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's going to merge anyway. I don't think it's going to give me the separation that I was hoping for. It still looks pretty good though. So I'm not mad at it. Not yet anyway. I will scrape out whatever I have left in here in the bigger cup and get this lid filled up. Now that I have that all scraped out of there, I will put this aside, give it a spray of isopropyl alcohol, and be back for demold. Let's see what happened. It looks a little gray at the bottom. I have hope though. There is an expectation that it'll still come out the way I'm thinking. Just because it has a little gray at the bottom doesn't mean the whole piece is gray. If I can get this out, shouldn't be too hard. Nope, not hard at all. Just break that suction and pull that out of there. I'll turn my mold the right way out. And let's take a look at this. Okay, this is actually pretty. It marbled pretty nice, actually. The inside looks good. The outside looks good. It has gray, but it also has the black veining through it. I like the ribbed pattern. I like it. All right, let's see how this top came out. I did not squeeze those scallops, and I did not run a silicone tool through those scallops. So we may have some empty pieces, and I don't know if I'd be able to fix it. Get this side out of there. All right, not too bad so far. Let's see. No, no. Oh, there's a bubble in the top right there. Ah, all right. Oh, that top is weird. But the coloring looks good. There's some micro bubbles underneath, but there's no holes. So that's good. Now I'll put this on there. Gotta turn it a little bit to line it up. That looks pretty good, actually. The top is weird, though. How are you supposed to pick the lid off the jar? Stick your fingernail under there? It needs a knob on the top or something. Needs some way to be able to lift the lid off. I think that's my only complaint. Otherwise, this jar looks nice. I like it. What do you think? And coloring looks good. I think I did a pretty good job for my first time trying it like this. Yeah, I like it. I just don't like the lid. I don't like the way it comes off. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And what do you think I could put on the lid? Maybe glue a knob, like a doorknob type thing on the top of it to try to give it a handle? It needs a handle. I'm sorry, but it needs a handle. Oh no. Just my thoughts. Other than that, it's a cute little jar. You just need to be able to access it. Here's some final pictures for you. Thanks for watching.